Hello everybody, and thank you very much for watching. I am sort of back after my parental leave. If you not watched my previous video, I became a dad about a month and a half ago, and obviously everything's changed, so my free time has changed, so I can't do much videos as I used to, but still I don't want to quit on this thing because I love DeX. I love trying new things with DeX and setting up everything and trialing and error and just sharing my experience with you guys. So I will carry on doing that. It's just not going to be that often it used to be. So in the past month or so, while I was off from recording videos and just keeping taking care of my son and obviously doing my day job, I had a couple of times to think about my setup with the tablet Galaxy Tab S6 and what I need to do. And if you're not seen the photo that I posted, I think I posted on Instagram. Anyway, I will leave the photo here for you to see. That's my setup, as I like to call it, hot desking in office. So basically what I do is when I go speak to my team and I'm coming back, I need to do something. I quickly connect my Tab S6 to this big 25-inch LG ultrawide monitor. And then I do have the USB Type-C HDMI adapter hub with the wireless charging pad. So while I am doing the things on DeX, my phone can charge wirelessly. And I like the setup so much that I got myself a 25-inch same model monitor here at home. And I will do a video quickly showing you how everything is set up, how I'm using it. But this is more about my DeX on the go, because when I need to go to work or I'm going home or I need to go see customers, clients, etc., I like to get all the DeX that I need, the setup with me, and just go see them and get everything set up for me to straight away use the DeX and take notes, show presentations, and just talk about work in general. So I got my hands on this. This is the Domiso 10.5-inch tablet case. I was looking on Amazon for quite a while about the case that would suit me, and I basically landed on this because A, it was very cheap at that time when I was buying. I paid only £9.50 on Prime, and B, it just looks cool. I don't know, I just like the feel, and apparently it's waterproof. It has a couple of very, let's say, well, features, but they are pretty much standard at this current age. So right, the strap can be put like this, or I can feed the strap to this hole and this hole, and then I can carry it like vertically. But I decided not to go this way because this clip, I'm not sure if you can see, but this clip is going this way, not this way. So if I will attach one of these straps to this corner, eventually this will start ripping apart. So I decided not to go. I'm not sure how long actually it's going to last. Probably it's very good material and the build quality, but I decided not to go. I decided to go this way. So this is how I'm carrying my DeX when I am on the go. Right, what's inside the bag? So let me move the camera slightly down. So here we go. So this is the carrying case. A couple of features. It has the USB type A pass-through. What that means that I can fit in here the power bank, and that's the idea is for this. You put the power bank in here and then you can charge it, because right, I do have headphones, by the way, in this pack, because there is like a hole for headphones. So if I put an MP3 player on my phone, I can feed the headphones through here and listen to music. If you actually own the phone, which still has the headphone jack. Anyway, so in here there is a USB cable, which I can plug in into a power bank. By the way, this is USB 2.0. And if I plug this into a power bank, I can plug something here and charge it. But my power bank is quite big. I don't have the power bank with me, but as example, what size the power bank I do have, you can compare to this. This is a hard drive, and about this size power bank I have. So I cannot fit this one in here with, like, it's not gonna go. So my idea, what I'm planning to do with this thing, is get a external hard drive which doesn't require the power to work. So something like excuse me, something like WD My Passport, I think, hard drive, about 1 terabyte, maybe 2 terabytes. Or plan B is to get the case for this. This is SSD, what's the size is 240 gigabytes SSD. Get the enclosure for this, plug that in, shove that in here with everything, and then when I need it, I can connect this case. Basically, it's going to become my portable storage to my Tab S6, and I can keep the documents here when I need to access them, a big chunk of files. But at the moment, I'm not really, like, this is the option. I'm planning to do this, but it's not no rush, because my Tab S6 combined storage between internal and external SD card is 0.5 terabyte. And I am quite not there yet to fill up, so it's not a big deal. So this is just as an option. There's another case, another slot where I keep the USB Type-C extension cable. And why, I'll show you in a second. I'll show you in a second. Then I do have this. This is USB Type-C to 2 HDMI adapters. Why I got this? I was looking into somehow getting the dual screen setup for my DeX, and I found this device, and it was quite cheap. I sent a couple of emails to this seller, to manufacturer. They're based in China, and I asked them, is it compatible with Android? Is it compatible with DeX? And the funny thing was about me asking, is it compatible with DeX? They didn't know what DeX is, or Samsung DeX is. They were clueless about it. So I explained in the email what the DeX is and why I'm looking for this kind of product. So they actually looking into something that will work, and I will get dual screen setup for my DeX, that I'll get not the mirror mode, but combining two exactly the same monitors to make extender mode. I think it's called Mosaic on NVIDIA or Radeon graphics cards, but basically just make them two monitors combined into one, and then somehow I might get the dual screen setup for DeX. But I'm not gonna hold my breath onto it, because they're really slow on replying, and lately they became very vague on email. So I just asked them a question, and let's see what's gonna happen. Next thing, what I do have in here is the HDMI cable. So HDMI cable, obviously, to get my DeX set up when I'm going at the client's office, and they do have like a meeting room, the HD monitor. So I'm quickly plugging all this in, and I'm explaining what we're planning to do with them, for them, and etc, etc, etc. And I do have this. This is USB Type-C to USB Type-A adapter when I need to access like flash drives as external hard drives. Once I connected just a wired mouse when my Bluetooth mouse died. So let's shove that back in. The case, this carrying case, is not that big, but it does fit everything what I need if I strategically put them in there. Right, I'll keep the extension cable because I will show you what that does. And if I open the side, I can take my Tab S6. Interior is very soft, soft material, so it doesn't gives me any let's say worries that my tablet will get scratched. By the way, tablet already in the Samsung keyboard cover case. So, but it is very good, because I definitely not gonna be scratched. It's very soft and cushy inside. Right, you go there. So if I take my Tab, get the kickstand. So when I get all this set up, the extension cable I have, because if I'll take this and plug that in, and I have the cables, it doesn't really, I don't like that this is like gives attention, gives a to the connector. So I'd rather take the extension cable, plug that in, and plug in my Tab. Then its cable is loose and it's not giving very like tension on this connector, and it's not gonna break over time, and then I can connect everything what I need to this SD adapter, or sorry, USB Type-C to HDMI adapter. So let's take this back in here. One thing you probably noticed that I don't have in my case here, in my carrying case for DeX, is the mouse, because the Samsung cover case, keyboard cover case, has a trackpad, so it doesn't really bother me when I'm on the go. I can use a trackpad, which is, by the way, I quite like it. It's a bit too small. You need a couple of more extra strokes across just to get the mouse pointer on. I don't really have a big sensitivity on a mouse pointer on the DeX, but it does the job. And if I plug everything in there, so yes, mouse. I do use two different mouse mices for my DeX. I do have the TechNet cheap you Bluetooth mouse. Why you got this one? I bought it because it's obviously cheap, and one of the things is it has on-off switch. So when I need to use it, I just turn it on, the laser goes on, and I can start using it, so it automatically connects to my DeX. And the second one I have is the Microsoft Designer mouse. Came with a keyboard, so Microsoft Designer keyboard and mouse combo. I would, well, obviously I'm only happy to carry this, so just open up, get in there, and fine. But the problem I do have is this mouse do not have the on-off switch. So every time I move this mouse, the keyboard wakes up, the tablet wakes up. So, and if, let's say, tablet's in a case and I slightly move it, sometimes I get the problem that the screen wakes up, and it's okay, it's not happening that often, that's fine. But another one is because it's always trying to detect when it's in a bag and it's moving all over the place. It keeps trying to detect, the laser starts like kicking in, and the battery starts obviously depleting without me even doing anything. So this I definitely would carry in the case, but it's always on, and I don't really like it. And this I can turn it on and off, but it's too big for my carrying case, so I'm not gonna go with that either. So I'm just keeping as it is. So let's get my tablet back in. Okay, we go here, and as you can see, I'm ready to go and basically be productive on the go with DeX. So yeah, this is the way I using the DeX on the go. Oh, nearly forgot the main thing. One of the main things, right? Tab S6 do not have the headphone jack, so I had to go and get myself the Bluetooth headphones. I do have one Bluetooth headphones, but they are more marketed for sport, because they are like waterproof, etc., and they have a band around it, your in-ear headphones, and they're fine. But what I found, it if I'm using for very long period of time, when I'm working, well, let's say doing DeX things and listening for music or Skype calls, I start feeling uncomfortable by wearing them for a longer period of time. So I got myself these. This is J29 earbuds, and basically they're not called J29, but if you go on Amazon and search for J29, you'll find a bunch of them, because there's different companies, probably from China, creating these under separate brands and under different brands. So this is my earbuds, and they cost me $15.99, because I don't have a Samsung earbuds. Oh, by the way, as you can see, only right one is charging, because most of the time I just take that, and while I'm at an office at DeX, with DeX working things, I'm listening to music through my right ear, while I still can hear if my team members and etc. coming and start asking me questions, because it happens a couple of times when I'm working with DeX and I'm just zoned out, just literally in front of the screen. They're coming and trying to speak to me, but I can't hear them because both headphones are in. But they're very good, cheap, not like, for a price, it's not that big deal. I quite like them. It's gonna be fine, and they are just goes inside my bag, and that's it. So pretty much, it's, as you can see, it gives like a bit of a weird shaped bag, but it's fine. Items still moving inside, that means it's not like really jammed in, and I really like this case. I really like this one. So this is my DeX on the go. Share your DeX on the go in the description, in the comment section below, or on the subreddit group Samsung DeX. I'll leave the link to the Reddit subgroup for you guys, and all my social media links. And if I will remember, I'll leave a link to all these items that I just showed you, where to get them, and basically, yep. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next one. Bye bye.